It's unfortunate that in today's very polarized and oftentimes indoctrinated world, the phrase hate speech is completely misunderstood. Is hate speech protected? You betcha. It is protected under the First Amendment, and governments, as well as government entities, as well as government employees who are working with, say, big tech companies, they must not be allowed to in any way stifle free speech, which does include hate speech. There are certain types of speech which are illegal, and those I will discuss some of the time. I've discussed them ad nauseum in the past, but I want to focus on this latest development out of New York. This comes from mrcfreespeechamerica.org. Welcome to dystopia. New York Governor Hochul signs new anti-free speech legislation. This is by Catherine Salgado. According to the article, leftist New York Governor Kathy Hochul has signed a legislative package that includes a bill encouraging platforms to censor speech. In a press release, Hochul's office bragged about alleged online safety legislations. One bill in particular, S895B/A6 789B, quote, requires social media companies to disclose their terms of service relating to hate speech. But hate speech is a vague and easily abused term, often weaponized by anti-free speech leftists like Hochul and big censors as justification for draconian measures. MRC Vice President for Free Speech America, Dan Schneider, set the record straight. In his statement, he says, "We have all seen how the New York AG uses and abuses her office. Her suggestions to the big tech platforms are really demands that, if not complied with, will result in her bringing all kinds of cases against them. If they do not censor enough political speech, these tech companies can expect to be sued for not complying with business records laws, not enforcing enough diversity requirements, or not tying their shoes correctly. This is thuggish legislation designed to silence political opposition from the right. It is un-American and unconstitutional." Now, this should be an open and close example, case, where you just say, hey, this is unconstitutional, goes to a judge, and the judge says, yep, you're right, totally unconstitutional. They cannot compel in any way or threaten or bully or even insinuate to private companies, such as big tech companies, such as social media platforms. They cannot say, hey, you really should disclose your hate speech protocols, your hate speech policies, because if you don't, then bad things can happen to you. That is a threat. And that is a threat against free speech.